All right, Lady Ada, what is this?
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Show and Tell. It's that time, half an hour of the internet's most interesting and beautiful makers, hackers, engineers, and more come by and show you what they're working on. We'd love to see it. Got some people from Adafruit community. We got some people from the outside community. Come on by. We're here for another 30 minutes or so. Just come by the StreamYard. We got a couple slots open. Going to kick it off first up with Kevin from DigiKey. Hey.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. It's going good. How's the Adafruit factory?
Rocking out. Air conditioning.
Awesome.
Good. Awesome. We have, I'll say this live on the air. We're working on our next Ada box, Kevin, and we're going to send over. So DigiKey gets a sneak peek, everybody. So you'll have something
it's one of the benefits of working at DigiKey.
Yeah,
it is.
Or Adafruit, and or both. And we'll send over some stuff soon. I think you're going to really like it.
I'm excited to see it. I can't wait for the next Ada box. The
last
one was a lot of fun. I don't know how you guys seem to do better each time, so
that's right.
I'm looking forward to it. So I'm working on Sensors Expo demos, and I decided to use this CO2 sensor that you guys carry. This thing is great, and it's starting to look like the air quality in my office is not that great.
Yeah.
30 seconds ago, it was good in here, so I don't know. Maybe the sensor needs to be calibrated. But
well, you could be breathing on it if you just held it up to your face.
It could be. I came in kind of late to. You guys probably noticed I came in last minute. I was literally running down here, so that could be why.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this also might just be a good indicator of maybe something else. So I don't know. Follow through on this, man.
Yeah. Try opening a window. It should drop down to 400, 500.
Cool. Yeah, I'll bring it upstairs. Actually, I know upstairs is way better.
Well, maybe that's
I'm stuck in here.
Yeah.
If you guys don't see any tweets from me for a while, maybe you want to check in.
Oh no.
No, all is good. All is good.
I know look, there's a reason why, like the sensor, if you buy the sensor and it says your air quality is great, you didn't learn anything. Now you learned something, which is maybe put a fan or get some more air circulation going on in there. Especially in the winter, when the doors and windows are closed more, it's going to be very handy. You want to keep that Kevin brain top-notch condition.
That's right. And printing with ABS is probably another thing that isn't good. 3D printing.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I think this is a really good project for you, Joe.
Good work, Kevin.
I think I need to do some figuring out here.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Cool, Kevin. And we will probably be sending you a thing about AdaBox in the next few days.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Next up, Trev. iOS and updates. What's up?
What's up? So this is what I got going on. All right. So right now, let me share my screen real quick. Share screen. I'm not using this. There we go. All right. Can you see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So this is our PyLeap app in motion. So basically, what PyLeap is, it lists our it lists our device-enabled guides. So right here, the first stop is basically just transferring using the Glider transfer service. That's in our that's it's another app that we're also putting together. We're using that transfer service to just transfer files over to your hardware. So this is it in action. Right here is pairing. Let's see. There it is. Pair complete. All right.
Live demo.
There we go. Now we're going to press that. So that's going to download the bundle.
Okay.
Sweet. And now we're going to transfer over the rainbows. And bam. There we go.
Wow, amazing. Wireless programming.
There we go.
The future is here.
The future is now. That's right.
The future is now. Nice work, Trev.
Cool. So we're going to be showing this off on Ask an Engineer, and we'll have some more previews. The internal team is currently in test flight mode, which is, we're testing all this. If you want to see a preview of some of the type of things, you can go to our Learn system, and we have device-enabled guides, which will be ones that easily allow you to get code almost instantly. In fact, we're going to get in trouble for it being too easy. That's fine. But we really want someone just to be able to pick up their phone, use their Bluefruit, and within a few seconds have rainbows or have whatever thing they see on their screen that they want to do. It downloads it and moves it over all without doing anything. So as easy as CircuitPython with dragging and dropping code on a drive. This is as easy as maybe turning on your phone.
That's right. It's going to be totally wireless reprogrammability. It's going to be great for people who don't have access to a phone or don't have access to a computer. or want to program on the go. So we're going to be doing more and more of that. Also let you connect to some of our USB-less microcontrollers.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Trev.
So that is.
And Trev's live demo. Thank you, Trev's desk.
All right. Next up, let's go to Noam Pedro. Noam
Hey,
Pedro, how you doing?
Welcome
Hey,
back.
guys.
Welcome to the other side
Thank
of
you
Show
for
and Tell.
hosting.
I know.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we haven't been on this side in a while.
It
And
is
the other
usually-
thing that the PyLeap's going to do for us in terms of design is make our designs where we don't have to route a USB cable like around and
That's
like
right.
have to do like all these 90-degree like turns and then like
Yeah,
cut
yeah.
things into our design. So can't wait. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm like so fanboy man over here.
It's going to happen.
Okay, what are you all up to?
Yeah, so this week we got a video out. We'll have a learn guide out soon on CNC milling some keycaps. So I have a couple different flavors of wood here and a couple of different boards. We have the 1x4 and the macro pad. So it's a two-part kind of thing for CNC milling. So this is like what it looks like when I do the first operations, which is making the internals of the keycap. So making this requires a couple different flattened mills. So what I had to do was to figure out, okay, so I got this piece. Now, how do I turn this into this with all the concaves and all the drafted angles? So what needed to happen was to create a custom fixture that we can adhere to the spoil board. And it has all the same geometries as this, except without that little cross there, because we really don't need it. So the thing here is you press these in, and then with some strips of tape, you can secure several of these in the fixture and then have this set up. And then you have an alignment bracket that you can set up so you can have the origins all cleared out. And then you can mill out these tops. So I walked through that whole process.
This is the challenge. You know, a lot of CNC is fixturing and jigging. And I think that
It absolutely is.
that this is cool that you actually showed, you know, the process of the process. This is the really hard part. This is what takes it from like you did one by accident, it kind of sort of worked out, to it's a reproducible project. And you can actually learn something from it. So good work on this one. I think this is really... this is basically like a year's worth of machinist education in 110-minute video.
Good point. Yeah. So definitely check out the video if you haven't already. And I hope folks make it with their desktop mills. I'm seeing a lot of new mills on the market that are more affordable, and the software for them are getting better. And you can always pick up a free version of Fusion 360 and do some CAM stuff. So.
Or just the step files that has like sort of the recipe on how to create all of the operations that you're going to do for it.
It should be applicable across all the CAD packages. But
All right, love it.
This week's stuff.
Thanks,
All right.
San Pedro. We'll show
so
that
much.
video on Ask an Engineer.
All
right, next up.
And
And what are you
going?
working on?
A quick work in progress. The macro pad is a really nice thing for like a phone keypad where you know the numbers on them. But in security, if somebody can see which buttons you're pressing, it can be reproduced, or if you use one key more than another, this starts to wear down. So in high security applications, what you want is something that randomizes which keys you have to press. And the industry standard is called a Hirsch scramble pad, where the numbers all scramble and then you enter them in. But we don't have quite the hardware here, so I'm developing one where you press a button and the key sequence is here on the display. Sorry, it's a little bit bright. And so you enter in your pin code with the numbers in the sequence they are here. And if it works, then you can trigger all kinds of things. I'm looking at a solenoid to open a door, but you can also send digital signals to another board or something like that. So this will be done later this week. There'll be a quick learn guide, and you can check it out.
All right, nice work, Anne.
all right.
Bringing state-level security to make a community.
That's right. Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Anne.
Jeff Lurer,
Next up.
Good
Jeff.
evening.
what you got going on?
I have some 3D prints to show off tonight. So a couple of different things that I've shared around on Discord already, and I'll put links in the live chat. But I love the silicone covered stranded wire, but it just flops everywhere. So I made this little holder. It snaps in, and then you feed the wire out through the little hole here, and you can kind of pull it out as you need it. So fun little one. Next up, I don't think I showed these on Show and Tell before. These are a 3D printed keycap that really lets the light shine through.
Well, that's
And
These are
also
cool.
lets you see the background a little more. This is based on an idea I saw on Twitter, but it's my own design. But then the one I'm most excited about is this is similar to what I think JP showed, where you can go to a website and design your keyboard layout.
Mm-hmm.
But I took mine and did it as a purely hand-wired keyboard with a Feather. I think this is the Feather M4 can because it's what I had. But it's not that much work to wire up the keyboard with the diodes
and they snap
all the
in.
wires. And so it's basically 3D printed and then just a few
That's
extra
really cool.
parts. And you can go wild with the keyboard layout, which is what I wanted to show here.
This is
the inverted T, but then what is all this stuff? It's
Yeah,
whatever you imagine you want it to be.
I kind of like it. It's a very esoteric looking.
Yes,
It's
for
like
sure.
Yeah, it's like one of the alien keyboards from Star Trek Next Generation. You're like,
it's like, oh, if you have like 10 fingers on one hand,
Yeah.
this is the boarding keyboard for you.
Yeah, I thought maybe with the inverted T and then like, I don't know, the top button could be duck and all those other things, but it's not super ergonomic.
no, it's supposed to look cool.
Lots to
Not look
learn. And it
Well, it looks
cool.
really cool, and it's purple. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming by, Jepler.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Josh for giving me the purple filament.
All right.
Thanks,
Shout
Josh.
out to
Do that
Josh.
All right, next
Next
up,
up, Liz from. what
Hey,
city do
Liz.
I-
Party Parrot time.
Yes.
Sure.
So I met my synth shelf, and I followed a tutorial that Thea Flower has on how she designed her big honking button to show how to do a gate-in circuit, so that then you can basically have Eurorack signals communicating with microcontrollers. So in this case, a Feather M4. So what's happening when I start up my sequencer? Every time there's a gate input, the Party Parrot triggers, and you can hear what it's sounding like. So, and I had the idea to do that after Naya and I talked about worked on the kitty paw keypad, where every time you press one of the buttons, it advances. Also, I was like, well, if you had a gate in with your rack, then you could have like a fun little thing going. So I'm hoping to maybe do like almost like a feather wing kind of board, and be able to mount it into my rack and have like kind of a little novelty module.
Okay, it's hot since summer
Yes.
for sure. All right, thanks,
All right,
Liz.
Thanks so much, Liz.
I always love how you combine music and Party Parrots indiscriminately. I think every Eurorack should have like a Party Parrot module. Just all it does is Party Parrot. All right, next up, Andy.
Hello, Andy, what you got going on?
No pressure, but you gotta follow that up.
How you doing? Gonna try sharing my screen, and here we go. So
Round.
this is a prototype of an evolution to the coin.
Oh, nice.
Make decisions for you.
Okay.
It's got 100 neopixels around the edge, and a keyboard button.
Yep.
Key switch. And then you press a button and it will spin, and wherever it lands up here at the top, that's who wins. So blue won. But then the killer feature is this is a capacitive touch on the edge. So if you want to bias the button and get it
fun.
to blue,
Yeah.
just touch where you want it, and then you can spin it.
I like that because you're like, I like 75% of the time I want Thai food, but I'm also kind of thinking about a burrito, but only like 20%. You can then have it bias choose what food you're going to eat tonight.
Exactly. And
Love that.
yeah, ever since y'all came out with the mag tag with the magnets, I love that idea of having something on a fridge. So yeah, this has magnets on the back, and
It's a really good idea to put on a fridge because, like, what should I eat? Well,
Yeah.
let this thing decide.
I love the capacitive touch thing. That's cool.
Good idea. Well, as you get closer to finishing up and everything, let us know. We'll post about it and all that.
Yeah, send over some photos.
We're easy to get hold of.
I'll publish it up.
yeah, definitely.
And my email is pt@datafruit.com.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Andy.
Thanks.
All right.
Next up,
up.
Chelsea and Carl.
Hello. What you got going on?
Hey, hi, I'm Carl.
Hi.
It's Chelsea.
Hello.
Hi. We joined last week for the first time, and then we had a Wi-Fi problem, so we're back to finish.
Well, you look great now.
We're here every week.
Good work.
Yeah, we love that. Chelsea is my summer intern. We work at a small semiconductor company in California, And last week we forgot to say the name. It's Kinetic Technologies. And we started a line of RGB LED drivers. And those products, we have evaluation boards. And so this is
Chelsea, demo. Be the intern.
Oh, yeah. So this is a 12.
She said meeting adjourned. She can't see us.
No, I said, show us the demo because you're the intern.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
You can't really show because of the lighting.
No, I see it. It's swirling. That's cool.
Yeah. So this one is programmed with the Feather RP2040, and we use MicroPython to program it.
Cool.
Here's we have a small part. This is a third of the other chip, and it does what is this? The Cutie Pie board?
Yeah, it uses the Cutie Pie board, and that one uses the Arduino IDE.
Right, and we're converting all our boards to use the Stemma connector. So we're pretty,
and this is your summer internship, Chelsea?
Yeah.
Are you going to school nearby?
I'm going to Davis, so it's like pretty close to where I'm from.
All right,
I don't know her from Davis, but my daughter went to Davis.
You got some great experience. You actually got to build hardware and write code.
Yeah,
and, it's a great mesh for learning about engineering at school.
Yeah.
All right, we did great.
Right. Are you in our different chats and Discord and all that, where you can put a link to the company and the dev kits and all that?
Last week during this call, we said the name, and somebody, after we had lost Wi-Fi, we still had chat, and somebody put a link to our
okay, great.
URL
okay, cool.
and to Mauser, where we sell one of our EV boards. But we're going to upgrade that board eventually. Right now, that's using a MicroPython board, and we want to change it to using a Cutie Pie. They're more available, cheaper, and that has the better connector on it. And then there's a couple things. We would love it if you guys would do projects with our LED drivers, because our LED drivers have some really neat advantages. I know I'm familiar with some of the things you've done in the past, and so we use Charlie plexing to do these RGB drivers, and we've divided it into three 4-wire buses, and so the 3 4-wire buses run at 25% duty cycle per RGB with the Charlie plexing, and that lets us hit the 25 milliamps with 100 milliamp peak, which is key, because then we can get full brightness while Charlie plexing. And then it reduces the PC board layers for most of our customers.
One thing I'd say is definitely put the links in the chat. And if you're looking for projects to just see how your stuff could be part of like some of the Adafruit projects we do, look at some of the NeoPixel guides and some of the things that we've done in the past, and then just see like, oh, could we remake it with our stuff? And if you can, then it's like, all right, this is now getting closer to things that we might, or actually the people out there, the audience and the community will want to remake. So check those out.
Yeah, we've been looking at a lot of that stuff. That's a treasure trove. You guys are awesome, actually.
Yeah, love RGB LEDs.
There's 2,500 something guides.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Chelsea and Carl.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, next up,
Gustav.
What
Hello.
you got going on?
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
First time I'm calling in today, so
it's good to see you.
Hi. I made a board game timer remote control. So I've developed a board game timer, and I'm just connecting it up to the thing now. So let me move the camera so you can see when I'm done. So this here is my board game timer, and I made a little game here with 3 people, Gus, AdaBot, and Lady Ada. And I want to give my users a way to put the screens away and then be able to do things like end the turn and so on with a remote control. So I used the web Bluetooth standard to connect these two. So if I press both of these buttons together, that should work. Live demo here.
Yeah, so
Bluetooth is like that.
Always how
man.
it goes. Don't worry about it.
It's always you got to reconnect it.
Yeah, I was just about. Oh no, it's not connected. Okay, so this is the connection process. I can show you that. Can you see this? Yep.
Yeah.
So I made it so it can connect to anything. This is just one of the things it can connect with, but it's got a really flexible, open way that it connects with things. So here's all the commands that the remote control can send to the game. And if I say connect now and pair, now hopefully when I press both buttons, Ah, shoot. Why is this not working now?
It's okay. It's a live demo. How about we'll go to
Yeah.
someone else. We'll come back and you can.
Yes,
you
I'll
can-
come back to me and I'll...
It's totally live demo. That's how
Yeah,
it is with.
you can either come back or you can also come back next week, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Sounds
stop
good.
by
Thank
and
you.
see you
Thank you.
shortly. It's all
Okay,
good.
so let's go to.
So we pre-recorded our
That's
Bluetooth.
yeah.
demo.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna go to Seth.
Seth.
How's it going, Seth?
Hey, I am back again. So,
Hi.
can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
All right, great. So, the last time I was on, I shared a little RGB matrix with the ESP32 S2 that I was making, and I thought the RP2040 was a great chip to throw on one of these because it's cheap and it's basically a high-end RGB driver if you want it to be. So I made a version with the RP2040. I threw 2 little stemma connectors on there and everything. So it just creates kind of like a cool little way that you can, set up little like monitoring. So like if you have like environmental sensors, you can, do easy indicating. And, as I showed, you can like write text on it too. So that was one cool thing that I'm working on bringing to my shop. And then another thing I made was this little board. I made it during the board tour, like over the course of the whole video. I designed the board, and it worked.
I remember you were saying that. You're like, I'm watching boards, making boards, while I'm watching boards and making boards.
So this one is it's a Bread 2040. So I didn't know what else to call it. It seemed like a funny name. So it does basically everything that you can get out of the Pico, except you get your NeoPixel and you actually get your reset button and everything. And it fits very similar width as some of the feathers. So it's not feather compatible, but it sits in a breadboard pretty well, and it's got everything broken out very easily, so you don't have to worry about soldering any like weird headers going different directions. So
looks great.
Yeah, and it worked the first time, so I was very proud of myself on that one. So
all right, post a link in the chat for people to check out your board tour video so you can see it.
Well, no, he was watching our board tour video.
Oh, he was
to your
make one.
Post a link to your shop and everything. I know sometimes folks come on with their stuff and they're like, "Oh, I didn't want to say what my store was or post anything because that's spammy." No, not here and not for this. So yeah, please do let everyone know what you're working on, and thanks for being part of the various ecosystems that we've been putting out there.
Yeah, and they're all Circuit Python compatible, so it's just adding more boards that people can get going with.
Yeah, right on. All right, thank you so much, Seth.
Thank you, Seth.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Gustavo, you want to try again?
Gustavo, you want to do it?
Okay.
Yes. Go quick, and then we're gonna wrap up
we have one more person.
right after. Yeah.
All right. So if I press both buttons at the same time, I'm gonna unpause the game. So now, oops. It's Gus's turn, and he's currently in his 4th minute. So as the time clocks up, the lights turn on, showing him how much time he's taken. The whole point of a game time is to encourage people to take less time, to hurry up, because you can spend too much time. So if I press one button, it goes to Adabot. And then Adabot, if she wants to pass her round, she can press the B button.
Adabot pass. Next up, Lady Ada.
And then if he regretted having passed this round and he wants to undo, he can
Undo. Done.
shake the remote control.
I like the shake to undo. That's nice.
Yeah. And then if they start arguing about rules, they can go into admin time by the switch.
Admin time.
And then it's not measuring anyone's time.
I like that you're using all the little user interfaces, but very intuitively.
Yeah. And so what I just want really quick here, just want to say, I'm not a maker. Like I'm not really part of your community. I'm a software engineer and I make web apps. But for me, discovering that with web Bluetooth, I can reach outside of the app and make physical things happen is amazing. It just opens up a whole new world.
I love web Bluetooth and web USB. I think it's really, I think it's underrated. People don't understand how amazing it is that we now have a platform agnostic way to connect to hardware, which has always been a hellscape.
It's so cool. I started this as a joke. I had this little teddy bear, a vibrating teddy bear, and I thought I would put it next to the game table, and when it's my turn, the teddy bear would shake. So I made that, and then I thought, oh, I wanted to make a remote control, and that's how I found you guys and made this. So I'm now obsessive about this.
Well, thanks for sharing that story, because when we talk about the things we want to do, you just kind of summarized years of work to make it easy for people just to do the things that they have ideas like, oh, let's see that teddy bear, I'm going to have it do this. And now you can glue all those things together. You know enough about coding, and now you have a physical thing that can happen with the bits of code that you already
and
know.
Circuit Python, being able to, like, it's code. I can do code. It's amazing. So I'm hopefully I'll be on here showing other things.
Come back every week.
Ideas.
It's a really cool project.
Love it.
I want to say, if anyone listening is into board games and want to collaborate with me playing around with the game timer and hardware stuff, just reach out to me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, go down to Discord. I'm sure there's tons of game players there.
Right on. Well, thank you so much.
Gustav. All right, last but not least, Stuart.
Play us
Always
out.
bringing in the cool electronics. What are you up to, Stuart?
Hey, how are you?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I need to share my screen because it's already hooked up. So.
All right.
Okay, can you see that?
Yep. Yeah. Ooh, modeling.
Okay. So what it is I have a Glowforge upstairs, with the big button. So what you have to do, you have to go up, turn it on, put the material in, then come back down. I have to come back downstairs, put the design, shoot it up to the Glowforge, and I have to go back up to press the button. So what I did was I used the large solenoid here, and I created a case for it for the so it can press the button.
Ooh.
And I also created a web interface for it so I could do it remotely over Wi-Fi in the house.
Ooh.
And so what it is there's magnets in here, and I had to laser this so it fits right nice and tight around the button. Those are the measurements here. There's magnets here and magnets here. So it's secured like that onto that. So then here, when I was testing the button, I had to put a rubber bumper on it because the solenoid was too hard. You can't adjust it. So I put a rubber to gently push the button. So now, what I have now is that I can remotely control over web, the web interface for that. And then there's the solenoid.
Press the button.
And then I press the button here, and it automatically hits that. And then the job starts on the Glowforge.
Good work.
So now I don't have to keep running upstairs back and forth.
Awesome.
Right on. Well, congrats to it. This is like one of the many like IoT devices that we always talk about. Like there's, I just want to get an alert when like the basement floods. I just want to turn this thing on instead of going upstairs. And like you can finally make all these things and it'll actually work.
Yep.
I think you did a great job,
so much,
Stuart. I love the hacking spirit you bring to everything.
Thanks.
I can't wait to see the evolution of it. Like I don't want to walk over there and turn off the light switch.
Yeah, you have something new every week too. I'm always impressed.
We'll see you maybe next week or in the future, Stuart.
All right, thanks, Stuart.
Halloween. Working on something for Halloween.
Oh yeah. It's every day's Halloween.
All right,
everybody. That's Show and Tell. Thank you, everybody, for making this the best half an hour of the week. Every single week for us. We're here every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see everybody next week. Ask an Engineer starts in like 1 minute.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.